Okay, the next area we're going to tackle for the review, solve equations with variables on both sides and multi-step equations. So let's jump down here. So, and remember, we're going to also talk about the kind of special cases. Okay, so when you're solving equations with variables on both sides, my tip is look first at the variable and which one is larger. Okay, so we've got a 7b and a 6b. Since 7 is larger, that's how I know the first step is I'm going to subtract 6b from both sides. So now what we're left with is 1 plus 7b subtract 6b is 1b. And since the b's are on the left, excuse me, I'm going to subtract the 1. You're going to do the opposite, the inverse operator, right? The inverse of adding 1 is subtracting 1, or adding -1 would be another way. So 1b means the same as b. B is equal to -5. And then if you were to check your answer, 1 plus 7 times -5, well, that's -35 plus 1 is -34. So this side is -34. And over here, it would be 6 times -5. That's -30. Subtract 4. That's -34. So it checks. All right. So let's see what we have here. First, we need to combine like terms. So now you have -15 plus 1p is equal to 6p plus 5. Well, then pay attention. Here's 1p, or not pay attention, notice the 1p is smaller, so I'm going to subtract the 1p, and we're going to put the variables on the right side, even though our brains don't always love that. Our brains kind of like to have the variables on the left side. 6p subtract 1p is 5p. Well, we want to keep the 5p. We want to get the 5p by itself. Often you'll hear a teacher say isolate. So adding 5, we're going to subtract 5 or add -5, whichever way you prefer it. -5 plus -15 is -20. And then the inverse operation to multiplying 5, this attached 5, is dividing 5 or multiplying by the reciprocal, whichever you prefer. And then you could double check your answer to make sure that that works. Okay. And then we've got one where we've got a distributive first. So on the left side, there's no terms to combine. 4 times 1 is 4. And then 4 times -7b is -28b. And then take a moment to notice +7 is larger than -28b. So we're going to the inverse operation to subtracting 28b is add 28b. Those will cancel. So now what we have is -31 plus 35. B is equal to 4. We're going to add 31 to both sides because we want to get isolate the variable. Well, that's handy. 35 is being multiplied. It's attached to B. So to undo that, we're going to divide. B is equal to 1. And then try that last one on your own. And then I'm going to end this video, and then we're going to do the special cases with a multi-step.